All right, Aaron, thank you. 6:15 is the time. Well, the dentist will see you now, but the question is, should you go? That's certainly the concern on many people's minds about the risk of COVID-19 transmission during a visit to get their teeth checked. A local orthodontics office has stepped up their safety measures and want to show the community just how they're doing that. Tyra Majors joins us live this morning in Studio B with Montano Elevated Orthodontics with what they're doing to keep their patients safe. Good morning, Tyra.
Good morning. I'm going to bring in the doctors from Montano Elevated Orthodontics right now. They say that when patients, or before patients even come, they'll notice some changes right away. How are you two doing?
Good. Doing great. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you for waking up early with us. So I'll start off with you, Dr. J. Wright. You're on our left side over there. What happens before people make their appointments?
Well, they will receive a confirmation text. They'll also ask them some screening questions if they've had symptoms, if they've been associated with anybody that's traveled out of the area, out of state, out of country, or if they have themselves, they'll be asked to postpone their appointment until they're either not symptomatic or after that 14-day quarantine that's been advised by the CDC.
All right, so they'll have to fill out that pre-COVID-19 screening form. And Dr. Montano over there on our right side, you also say that once people come into the doors, they'll see some changes. Do they sit in the waiting room? Do they wait in their cars? What's that process like?
Well, we're asking most of the parents and certainly the siblings that we used to allow everybody in the office. Now we're asking most people to wait in the cars if they can. We have to limit the number of people we can get physically into the office space. And with the patients that we see, we want to have them socially distanced, and we're asking, of course, everybody to wear a mask until they're actually in a chair getting worked on. That's been working out quite well. Parents are surprisingly very understanding these days. I think it was a little disconcerting initially, but I think at this point we're all respecting the masks that we need to wear to get through this COVID mess that we're in.
That's great that there's PPE for your employees and also the patients there. Anything else that people will notice when they go into the waiting room? We just looked at some video. It looked like the staff were taking temperature checks of patients.
Yes, we're temperature checking every patient before they are, as soon as they enter the office, to make sure that they're within normal range. And of course, everybody's wearing a mask, and we have a lot of shields up. And once the patients are in, then we'll come to the back where we have a lot fewer. We have barriers up between every chair, and we've isolated the areas where we generate any of the aerosol generating procedures that, like with a dental drill that might generate some aerosol. We've isolated that into specific rooms that are completely sealed off now. That's not what we had to do in the past. I mean, general dentistry in general has always had a high level of disinfection, sterilization, because of what most dentists what we do. We tend to use dental drills in dentistry. Orthodontics, fortunately, we don't have that type of procedure in every one of our appointments, so we're a little safer than that, but we're held to the same standard. So we got to step it up, and in every way that we can to keep everybody safe. We want to keep going.
Thank you so much for sharing that information with us. And I'm sure all of you wondering at home, what is it like getting those non-emergency procedures? What's it like when you actually sit in that chair? They'll be back here at 6:45 a.m. We're going to talk some more about that process. Thank you guys for coming on.
Oh, you're welcome.